Okay, so some of you may know about these 6.5s. They have a terrible fuel system. Anyways, we're not going to talk about that right now. We're going to talk about the fuel filter. So, what we're doing right now is... Sorry, I'm leaning over the rad support. I have a gut. So, these here are connectors for the rubber hoses, and I've gone ahead and removed the fuel filter already. It's fairly simple. I know I should have got on video, but anyways, when you take off your intake, which that's in another video, check it out on my channel, you take out all the bolts. Alright, there's going to be 2 bolts at the back. This plate sits under the filter, and basically there's 2 bolts in there, and the filter sits in there with the bolts that go through the intake. So basically, when you take off the intake, that filter's loose and it's just kind of hanging there with the 2 wires and these 3 lines. So you're going to want to come up to this plate, and behind it there's this line, this wire, and their slots are going to be this hole and this plate. You're just going to want to kind of pull them out. I kind of broke one of the connectors, whoop-de-doo, and yeah. So there's your wires there. You just want to unplug those, undo those hose clamps. There you go. Your fuel filter's out. It is over there on the ground because it's leaking like crazy. Anyways, so now with that out of the way, we're putting these brass fittings in. I got one to go on that back line, and we're going to put on the aftermarket filter setup. You can either buy this from Quad Star Tuning, Leroy Diesel, or you can make your own like what I have done. It is quite the headache to make your own. I would not recommend doing it, but I did. Just making sure that line's attached. Okay, so now I've gone ahead and I put the hoses on, and honestly, I think that was the biggest bitch of everything. Whoa, those things like to fight. Anyways, I think that I'm going to try and run them through here with these injector lines, but the only problem with that is that, again, there's an injector line in there. So we'll see how much room I have. It's just I want to be able to see these fittings here. And I noticed that the lines are kind of wet right here. But again, that could just be from when I took the pump out, or the filter. Okay, so I've gone ahead and attached the lines to this filter here, and I've put thread sealant on those. It's just this yellow stuff here. You can pick it up at a Canadian Tire, Napa, all those places. This is gasoline rated. I don't know how it's gonna react to diesel, so that's gonna, be fun. I just did that for now. I can redo them later. Yeah. Anyways, so I've got these all on there, all tightened up. I've still got to do this one here. This is just a plug. I'm going to be trying to find a heater for this. Worst case, Ontario. Oh, Trailer Park Boys joke there. It's worst case scenario, but anyways, worst case, Ontario. Gonna get a heater from Quad Star Tuning, but I want to try and find one local first. So basically, Quad Star has one. Looks just like a glow plug, and it screws right in there. And yeah, so I'm gonna see if I can find one first. I've heard of people using like heated blankets around the filters in the wintertime, sort of deal. Like not an actual heated blanket, but it's a blanket of sorts that has a heat. It wraps around it. So anyways, I'm gonna try and find those. And yeah, I gotta go run into town, get some screws for these, mount them to the firewall. I'm gonna use self-tappers for now, but I'm sure there's a better way to do that. And then I'm going to get back tomorrow and find out if it's gonna start, and then go from there. So tomorrow I'm gonna be looking for that heater when I go in to get my filter. I'm also gonna be yes, I should get the part number off of this for you guys. So I don't know that I have it handy, but I will grab it for you. Okay. So I've just set the intake back on. I haven't actually started bolting it down, and I have self-tapped the filter up there. I'm gonna see if I can get some bolts through, and the other side there underneath that plastic piece where the wipers go, and probably do it later on. But like right now, that looks pretty awesome. Those hoses are a little big, but I mean, like when you first open this hood, that filter is going to be the first thing you see. Of course, the next one tomorrow I'm picking up, it's going to be a little longer. It's going to have the drain at the bottom, but like that's going to be the main thing in this engine bay that I have so far. So to me, that's pretty cool. But yeah, basically I just put one self-tapping screw in there for right now. Like I said, I sealed those threads, put on the hoses, and yeah, that's basically all there is to this. It was fairly simple. Yeah, ripping this old one out, like I said, you know, it's just unhooking the wires, unhooking the lines, putting those new ones in. But yeah, I'm hoping to get some better performance out of this filter. It's probably not going to happen, but I'm hoping, and I'm hoping my fuel mileage is going to go up because now I'm not leaking all the time. But yeah, I'm hoping tomorrow I'm going to have the filter. I'm going to be able to take it to school, and that's actually where this leak was first noticed. So hopefully I don't end up painting the parking lot even more. So it's the next morning. I've got it all mounted up there. My phone died last night, so I couldn't finish it, but I've got the intake back on. Should probably make sure that I remember to tighten everything. But anyways, I gotta go in this morning to Napa, get the new filter, and then put some fuel in it. And hopefully my bleeder screw works, because it was seized, but it seems to have freed up. Oh, it's spinning on the line. Anyways, I got it to spin last night. I was gonna get a new one, but yeah, so hopefully I can get it to start this morning. I can take it to school, and yeah, I'll let you know how it works. Okay, so here's the final product. That filter is a little bit longer, and I had a bugger of a time getting that thread on, and all I had to do was back the two nuts or the bolts off at the back of the housing and angle it, and it went on no problem. So anyways, make sure you fill that full of fuel, and you should probably also fill the lines. I didn't fill the lines and ran it out of diesel, and that's not good. So anyways, I'm gonna clean that off quickly, throw some diesel in the truck because it's low, because it's been leaking, and get to school. So yeah, anyways, things I'd do differently is probably put a catch pan under the bell housing for when you remove the old filter housing, because that made quite a mess. Anyways, yeah, if you need any more info on this, just comment. I'll make sure to get back to you. And yeah, that's basically it. Peace out.